everyone, good morning. As you can see, I am not in my usual filming studio. You could call it a studio. But today I am headed to get ear mold impressions and I wanted to bring you all along. As you can see, I'm on the way to the audiologist and we are gonna have such a good fun time. I hope you stick around to the end of this video because if you do, I'm going to share one tip to prepare yourself to get the best ear mold impression possible when you go to the audiologist. Here are the steps of things to expect when you get your ear mold impressions made. If you haven't already, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to making more great content to increase awareness for the deaf and hard of hearing. Not just to increase awareness for other people about the deaf and hard of hearing, but to help us deaf and hard of hearing people learn more about ourselves. If you're a parent of a child with hearing loss and you have any questions about the ear mold impression process, or if you are going to get ear molds for yourself and have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'm not an expert, but I feel like I can share some tips and tricks. Step 1 is examining the ear. Your audiologist will use an otoscope to look inside your ear. What this is it's like a light and a magnifying glass. It allows the audiologist to see if there's any wax blocking your ear canal. Earwax or cerumen is healthy for the ear, but when you're making ear mold impressions, you want to make sure it is all out of the ear or else the earwax will show up in your ear mold impressions. Step 2, your audiologist will insert a cotton stop or a block. This cotton stop will be inserted into your ear using a little probe. Now, I want to say during this step, if you experience any pain or discomfort, please let your audiologist know. Sometimes those cotton stops and blockers can be pushed too far and it makes the whole ear mold impression process just kind of painful. When I was young, I was too afraid to say something, so I just dealt with the pain. I did not like getting my ear mold impressions done. So if you're a parent of a child with hearing loss, you may notice that your child doesn't like getting ear mold impressions done. This could be a reason why. Other people may really enjoy ear mold impressions. So make sure if you experience any pain or you notice anyone experiencing any pain that you say something. Step 3, your audiologist will mix the material or put a cartridge into the ear mold impression gun. There are two different types of impression mechanisms. There's a simple syringe, and in that they will need to mix the impression combination. So you have the silicone and the silicone hardener. When those are mixed in a 1-to-1 ratio, it creates an impression combination that hardens in just a matter of minutes. So your audiologist will either put this silicone combination into a syringe or they will use the impression gun, which once the cartridge is connected, is simply just used to squirt the solution into your ears. Your audiologist will then use this ear impression solution and fill your ear with it. Some people really like this sensation, some people do not. It is funny and weird to have that going into your ear and filling it. You will feel underwater, your ears are plugged, they will feel plugged, and it will only take a matter of minutes before they are out. So enjoy the whole experience. So the next step is to let the impressions cure. That means harden. Once your impressions harden, they will be ready to be taken out. Your audiologist will poke them a little bit to decide if they're hard enough. Once they're hard enough, then your audiologist will remove these impressions. It is fascinating to see these impressions when they come out. This is what the inside of your ear looks like. And the ear mold company will use these impressions to create the ear mold in the color of your choice. Once that impression comes out, your audiologist will inspect it for any issues, deformities, air bubbles, or things that may cause issues when creating your actual ear mold. If you haven't already, this will be the time that you will get to pick your hearing aid color. Typically, audiologists have colors of little samples that you can go through on a ring. My audiologist did not have that due to coronavirus. They didn't want people touching the same samples, so I went online to see my ear mold color options. I am super excited to get a color. There are so many colors you could choose from. What color do you think I'll pick? I will let you know in a future video when I get them. I want to know what color you think I'll get in the comments below. Keep in mind that there are neon colors, sparkly colors, normal colors, and you can mix and swirl up to 3 colors. So exciting. So picking out colors is definitely my favorite part of getting ear molds. I think I just love that. Some people say their favorite part of getting ear mold impressions is the actual impression of the ear, which is like good. But I just think the colors are way fun because it lasts a lot longer. Anyway, just my 2 cents. There you have it. Now you know how ear mold impressions are made and what to expect when you go to the audiologist for your new ear mold impressions. Now, remember, like I said earlier, don't hesitate to speak up if something doesn't feel right. You know your ears the best, and the audiologist is there to help you. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I want to share one tip. If you have long hair that goes over your ears, it is really beneficial to pull your hair up before you go to the audiologist. The reasoning for this is because your hair gets stuck in the ear mold impression goop. And when it gets stuck, you either have to pull it out, rip it out, or redo the impression. So make sure your hair is out of the way. If you have any questions or comments about this process, please let me know in the comments below. And please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to making more great videos that increase awareness for the deaf and hard of hearing. Not just for other people to become more aware about the deaf and hard of hearing, but also for us deaf and hard of hearing people to become more aware of ourselves and that we deal with things that are different compared to hearing people. I hope this video helped. I hope you have a great day.